Hey y'all, it's me back again with another poem. This one is called Silence. So, when y'all done got into it and you being quiet and you not talking and saying expressing how you feel, and the other person is doing the same thing, so you don't know how either one of you feel, and all you have is speculation because you being quiet. Um, I was in a situation where it was real volatile, and it was a mess. It was a complete mess, and my silence was all I had because at some point I got tired of just fighting, and so I would fold in on myself and just be quiet because I'm not about to sit up here and keep fighting with you. And instead of leaving, you try to justify your bullshit by saying, well, you know what, I can stay, I'll just be quiet. I just won't say anything to make him mad. That's not living. And that's not what you're supposed to do. You are not supposed to dim yourself or filter yourself for someone to be able to deal with you. And I'm not saying that like, oh, I'm negative Annie and I'm this and I'm that and you just supposed to put up with me. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Grow up, because you're supposed to be growing and learning every day. It don't stop while you down here. Trust and believe. It don't stop while you are on this earth. You are to be learning and growing at all times. And if you're not, then you're stagnant and you will get left behind for the movers and shakers. It's that simple. So it always has to be growth. Something else to learn, something else to do. So don't get me saying that you shouldn't filter yourself. No. Don't filter yourself. Be genuinely you, but understand that you have your flaws and you need to work on them to better yourself. It's that simple. Don't stay in a situation where you feel like you have to be quiet. Ever. This is silence. The silence is loud. It speaks volumes when others won't, leaving imaginations to take control as doubt peers around the corner, drawing images of what could be. Neglect blows at the back of my neck, while the silence beats on my eardrums. And the wheels turning in my mind, well, they hum. They hum to life as they conjure up pictures, scenarios I pray that will not play out, although the maddening silence shouts, rearing its ugly head, while I cry in my bed, submitting to the shackles that haggle me. My mind is boggled, trying to make out coherent sentences to illustrate my frustration. But my hesitation, it stops me from displaying my insecurities because I realize my imagination is not yet reality. The silence is loud, but I refuse to break it, for I'm too proud, resting in the wings to see what the silence brings, as the deafening silence rings its alarm, the unspoken words resting heavily in between the silence, as I dare the other to speak his piece, so that we may agree to disagree, or agree and emerge with a different decree to follow, so that no one ends up hollow, empty, with no love to give. But my mind is aroused by your stubbornness, wondering what has caused this rift. A shift in time? Or you no longer want to be mine? The silence leaves questions unanswered as I shift gears and move in a different direction. I fade into black, drifting into the silence that is so welcoming, inviting me in. And I don't have to defend myself because the silence is loud. It says so much without uttering a single word. And since I am silence and silence is me, I am unheard of. Just simply forgive me. Kisses.